What's good, YouTube? It's of course Leviathan Prophecy. And yesterday I just got my stuff from storage. The rest of my stuff in storage. My grandma gave me this for my birthday last year. I think it was like 3 or 2 years ago. But it was in storage. So it's a New York Giants Christmas hat. As you can see, when you light it up, when you turn on the little thing, it lights up, and then you see the New York Giants logo right here. Pretty dope. This cannot touch water at all, so I don't even. The way I clean it is I clean it with baby wipes, cause this can't touch water at all, or these lights are gonna stop working. So, anyways, man, today's video, and then I got the little wristbands. So pretty cool. So today's video is about Daniel Jones and can he live up to higher expectations? The thing with Daniel Jones is sorry, I just woke up. He has a lot of scrutiny going his way. Is he the guy for the job? Can he live up to Eli Manning's shadow, or can he surpass Eli? Obviously, he's going to have to win at least 2 or 3 Super Bowls to either tie Eli or pass Eli. And we in the NFL business, what have you done for me lately? Outside of that one playoff victory against the Vikings, which their defense was horribly bad. But you know what? They went out in there. They went down there in Minnesota and punched them in the mouth. If he would have lost, we would have been hearing their chirps. You know what I'm saying? But I think Daniel Jones is going to do good this year. I think he's going to have I think he's going to have one of those bounce back years, which I'm not saying that he didn't, because obviously, last year. Oh, and by the way, before anybody asks, I got this off of Amazon. Just to let y'all know. But anyways, man. But yeah, like we in NFL, like, what have you done for me lately? But again, yes, he did go down there in Minnesota and he won, which he should have. I don't even think the Giants was favored in that game. But he went down there and beat them. So now he's taking that next leap, because obviously he had 15 touchdowns, which was, I think, the lowest in his career, because he didn't really have anybody to throw to. He did have receivers. I hate when people do that, like, oh, he didn't have receivers to throw. They just wasn't consistent receivers. They wasn't, there wasn't receivers that, he could count on every single, Sunday, until he got Hodgson. But Hodgson was, slowly, brought into the system. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, he hit the ground running with Hodge. But all these new people that's coming in, all these new players that's coming in, he's gonna have to build a chemistry. I expect Friday for him to play one preseason game. I think. He don't have to play the season with the Jets. Just one preseason game to knock off the rust. But it would be interesting if the Giants continue to hold him out. You know what I'm saying? Because DeVito and Tyrod Taylor sucks. They really do. We might have the worst backup quarterback core ever. Because God forbid Daniel Jones goes down, and that's another thing about Daniel Jones is is his injury history. Like, can he stay healthy for all 17 games? The way he runs, the way like think smart. Like run like Russell Wilson. Slide if you have to. You don't have to be Superman every single down. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think the Giants. I mean, not the Giants, but I think Daniel Jones is gonna have to bounce back here. Now, will that benefit him or will that help the team? Like if you look at Odell, yeah, Odell Beckham Jr. won Rookie of the Year and Player of the Year, but that only benefited him and not the team. That made him better, but the team was obviously not good at all. Saquon Barkley winning MVP, did that help the Giants or did that benefit him? Obviously benefited him because we finished the season 6-10. With Odell Beckham Jr., we finished the season 7-9. So, you know, um, I think when the Giants are not concerned about these award stuff, I think they do pretty good. Like Hakeem Nicks was a first round draft pick. He didn't win Rookie of the Year. He went on to win the Super Bowl. So I just think that yes, the media will scrutinize Daniel Jones because he hasn't done anything lately. Like if he can put some fourth quarter wins together or be consistent or probably win a few playoff games because he's 1-10, then maybe they'll put him in that top 10. Not even top 5, just top 10. Right now he's in top 20. In my opinion, he's top 20 quarterback. So until he can prove us all wrong and be consistent and not get hurt, because if he goes down, this season is done. Season is done. Season is done. Like we're gonna depend on DeVito and Tyrod Taylor to carry the team. No, no. We all know how they looked in preseason. So, no. So it's up to Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones has to know, okay, everybody's watching me, I got paid, now it's time to deliver. Now, will it be this year? No, I don't see it. Will they win the division? I mean, obviously Washington is getting good. Dallas is still good. Eagles is still good. So it's going to be a dogfight. You know what I'm saying? I believe they went 2-4 in their division. They got swept by the Eagles. They got swept by Dallas, and they beat Washington twice. So they went 2-4 in their division, and they went 9-8. So, and Daniel Jones have struggled against the Eagles, just like Eli Manning has over the years. Eli Manning was very good against Washington, just like Daniel Jones have. Eli Manning was always good against Dallas at times. Daniel Jones, subpar. So I don't really take what the media says because we all looked at Daniel Jones in a different aspect. Like some people want him to throw more, some people want him to be consistent. Some people want to have, or some Giants fans want him to have that competitive drive in him. You know, um, like Daniel Jones need that clutch moment, need that clutch game to say, okay, yeah, he really put this team on his back. You know, because when you're 1-10 in primetime games, it's a different feeling. Like sometimes I would have to hold my breath just to say, like, damn, I hope he don't mess up. With Eli, I never had that problem. I can just exhale and just, relax because I knew that he was going to deliver. I knew that he was going to be that guy, you know. From 2006 to 2012, I believe he had 24 fourth quarter comebacks, you know. I remember when 2006 he came back against the Broncos, and then against the Cowboys he came back, and then he had, obviously he had to come back against the 49ers that Sunday night football. But I think that was 2015, I believe, against the 49ers. So Eli Manning was clutch. Can you say the same thing for Daniel Jones? That's yet to be said. Like I'm not gonna, just because I'm a Giants fan, I'm not gonna sit here and say kumbaya and praise Daniel Jones. Like he hasn't done anything, you know, until he does something, which is obviously be consistent, right? That's number one, be consistent. Number two, Daniel Jones have to make his mark. Like he has to make his territory. Like, okay, if I want to be known as the top 5, top 10 quarterback, what should I do? What can I do? He has to throw more than 15 touchdowns per season. 15 touchdowns ain't gonna cut it. He has to at least throw for 33,000 or 4,000 yards. Eli Manning threw for 4,000 yards once in his career. You can't make. I mean, obviously, every quarterback makes bad decisions. But he can't constantly make them. You know what I'm saying? His sacks need to go down. You can't be getting sacked, because if you get sacked the wrong way, that might end in a shoulder injury or, abdomen or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, like, obviously, yes, when Brian Dable came here, his interceptions dipped a little bit, His interceptions dipped a little bit, so that's a good thing. But it really depends on this offensive line. Can this offensive line block for about, I don't know, 5 minutes? Give Daniel Jones at least 5 minutes in the pocket so he can, look. If he doesn't find anything, just throw it away or check it down to Barkley. Because Eli Manning, not too long ago, he was the most sacked quarterback. It was him, Phillip Rivers, and Andrew Luck. They were the 3 most sacked quarterbacks. I think Eli Manning was 3rd, Phillip Rivers was 2nd, and then Andrew Luck was 1st. I mean, Andrew Luck's offensive line was just awful bad, So we don't want that for Daniel Jones. I'm saying? Like every 5 seconds you see, you saw those memes, right? Like Eli Manning had that shock face, like you don't want that for Daniel Jones. We want Daniel Jones to have a clean pocket, have time in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? Because Daniel Jones can have all the weapons in the world. Just like how he has right now. But if this offensive line cannot block for at least 5 minutes, give him at least 5 minutes to throw, he's going to be a sitting duck. He's going to be the most sacked quarterback in the NFL. He might probably have 46 sacks when it's all said and done. But to prevent that, the offensive line has to gel. And I tell people this all the time, the offensive line is the hardest position to ever get. You can get any position right, but the offensive line is the foundation. It takes time for an offensive lineman to gel together as a unit. Look at the offensive line. We never got it right, I mean, instead of drafting Odell and David Wilson and Ruben Randall, which obviously we needed those pieces, but the offensive line was more important because obviously you saw how Dallas ran the division with that great offensive line, and they've been calling a whole bunch of nicknames, the Great Wall of China, this and that. but obviously they all fell apart as well. But when they were good, they were great. You know what I'm saying? Like you could plug any running back behind that wall, and they could do damage. Just like Murray did. So we want that type of production. But the way it is like the Giants don't want to do that. They don't want to pick offensive linemen each and every year. They want to get the new flashy players and this and that. You know, um, but it's all good though. It's all good. This is why the Giants are in the position that they are right now. Like if they just say, you know what, we're gonna go a different route. We're gonna build this offensive line before anything, because you have to build it up through the trenches. You know what I'm saying? Um, but we're gonna see how good this offensive lineman is, or this offensive line is this coming year, or this coming month, I should say. So we're gonna see how really good this is. You know. Um, but yeah, this is Daniel Jones's breakout year. Hopefully, you know. Um, Less running, more throwing, because like I said, man, we don't want to lose Daniel Jones to season injury, or he be out 4 to 6 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Or he just be out 6 weeks or 7 weeks. You know what I'm saying? With a strained muscle, whatever. Just like Joe Burrow did. Like that was not even contact drill. He just rolled out through and then his hamstring. But he's been having injury history throughout his career, anyways. But like I said, I don't want to dwell on the negative. I want to think positive. Uh, but yeah, I think Daniel Jones can have a solid, good year. But he's gonna have to, you know, put in the work. Which I'm pretty sure he's doing right now. That's why he declined that invitation. Some quarterback. It's a documentary on YouTube called Quarterback Something, where they take like a quarterback and they take you into his livelihood, like what does he do every single morning and stuff. Where's his work regime or whatever. He declined it, which was a good thing. I think that obviously you know that obviously to me was a step in the right direction. I'm not saying that the show is bad or anything, but you just don't want that, under your belt. You know what I'm saying? Like you just want to focus on getting better, building, chemistry with your team and stuff. Like the whole world don't want to know what you're doing and stuff. So I think Patrick Mahomes is on there, but again, Patrick Mahomes have the right to be on there. He's won 2 Super Bowls. But to me, that was a step in the right direction. But yeah, man, just let me know what you think about about Daniel Jones. You know, trying to be the best version he can be, or do you see Daniel Jones winning at least 1 or 2 Super Bowls? So like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, take care of yourself and each other. Oh, by the way, I'm still giving out the $400 giveaway. Uh, just like, comment, subscribe. Well, not really like, comment, subscribe. Just put your favorite football team, NFL team, NBA team, NFL team. Put your favorite, what's your zodiac sign, and your paying method, and I will get to you as soon as I can. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other.